Hey guys, so it's the day after IMATS, which was such a phenomenal experience. I had a blast, and of course the icing on the whole IMATS cake was getting to meet you guys and getting to hug you and shake your hands and learn your names and talk to you. I can't even tell you, I was floating the whole day, and from the bottom of my heart I feel rejuvenated, and I feel like meeting you guys really put a fire under my butt to get me going and keep going. And I feel like I'm on the right track, and I thank you so much. I'm humbled and appreciative and all of those things. And yeah, we're gonna keep this thing going. So today's look is one product that I bought at IMATS, and I can't wait for you guys to see this product and to learn more about it. It's the glittery stuff that I'm using, which you guys have seen me use glitter before. This is a whole other way of using it though, and I'm super excited to tell you about it. And also I have some new GIELLA products in here, and I met so many of you at IMATS who were excited to tell me that you loved your I Am Glams and your Pout lip glosses, and that was awesome to hear. So without further ado, let's get into this look. To start this look, I'm going to prime my eyes, and I'm just going to use something that's close to my skin color. So I'm going to use Soft Ochre from MAC, and it's in the form of a paint pot, and you can see that it's barely there. I got to get a new one. And I'm just going to, not a whole lot, just put a little over my lid, working it up under my brow. Okay, and because I don't want anything to distract from the shine that we have going on our lid and under our lid, I'm going to make my highlight a matte color. And you guys know that I normally stick to shiny colors under the brow, but I don't want to take away from the glitter that we have and what we want to be our focal point. So I'm going to take just a matte color from GIELLA. It's called Quartz, and it's not totally matte. It does have some sparkle to it, but nothing that's going to overpower the glitter that we have on our lid. And I'm just putting that under my brow. And you see that creates a beautiful highlight that is kind of, it has some sheen, but not something sparkly. All right, and I've been noticing that a very popular trend on runways for spring and summer are blues and greens. Bright, vivid blues and greens. So it's no wonder that GIELLA came out with a lovely blue called Azure. There's what it looks like. It's just a matte, I would say it's navy blue, but it's kind of lighter than that. And I'm putting that on my lid and spreading it up into our highlight. All right, so now that we've got that on, I'm gonna take this gorgeous, ooh, spillage. I'm gonna take this gorgeous blue from GIELLA. It's called Frisky. See, it's got a lot of sparkle too. Putting that on my domed brush, I'm going to keep that more so in my crease, and I am working it up, but very, very little. So now we've definitely got a nice progression going there. Just to seal the deal, I'm going to use a matte black, that same matte black that I told you guys about in my last video, Dismal from GIELLA, that I'm so excited about. And taking a pencil brush for better precision, I need a smaller head. I'm going to keep that literally in my crease, making back and forth motions, and then I'm just going to take my finger and kind of blend it out a little bit. And then you could take your domed brush, if it still has some remnants of your blue on there, and just kind of blend it all together. Now is the really exciting part, a new product from a new company that I've never heard of. While at IMATS yesterday, there was a lovely couple there selling glitters. And of course, you guys know I love glitters. I haven't used them in a long time, but definitely love the glitz and glam stuff. So how exciting to find this new company that has come out with a base and a glitter. And I gotta tell you, when I was playing around with it, I just kind of put some on the back of my hand. And this has been on my hand for about an hour now. And I can go like this, and it ain't going anywhere. And there's nothing on my finger, which is awesome. I've been looking forever for a really good base for a glitter, something that will hold it without clouding it. A lot of the bases that I've used in the past, you put the base down and then you put the glitter over top of it and it takes away from the shine. It kind of mutes it. This, however, not at all. It's still super sparkly and I love it. So at this point, I have nothing but good things to say about this. All right, and here is, it's called a clear liquid glitter base. And the couple, because I had purchased some of their products, they were so kind as to give me a travel size. So I like having these tiny little bottles that I can carry in my kit. And if you want to learn more about this product, you can watch my review on iMats. And I'll actually show you the bigger bottle and all that stuff. But here's how you use it. I'm going to take a gold color that I got from Lit. There goes the top of it. And you can see, I hope you can see, I can't tilt it over too much. So what you're supposed to do, and the way that they explained it to me, was take a brush. I'm taking a synthetic haired brush. You should always, with this product, use a synthetic haired brush. And I'm just going to dip my brush in there, take the excess off just by rubbing it on the corners of the jar. And then I'm just going to dip it right into my glitter. And now that I have a decent amount of product on there, I'm just going to rub it in. And I'm going to act quickly so that my sealer still remains wet and doesn't dry. And I'm just spreading it. And you see it doesn't take that much product. And look at that. And I'm going to keep my lid shut just because you can see I've already opened my lid a little bit and I've gotten some up here, which is to be expected. We're dealing with a wet product here. Do I look like a cyclops or a freak with my eyes shut like that? So I'm going to allow a couple minutes for it to dry. It actually is really only going to take a couple seconds. But you can see I only took it halfway, and that's because I want to allow for some space where we can add our dark color here. Okay, so I've given a couple seconds for it to dry, not very long at all, probably about 30 seconds. And I'm starting out with a dry hand, and I just want you guys to be able to see this. But then when I touch this glitter, nothing. Nothing is on my finger. That is awesome. And it's still shiny, it's not muted, it's not cloudy. I believe that the people that I spoke with were the owners of the company, so really nice people too. So now I'm going to dip back into our beautiful blue Azure from GIELLA, just putting some of that on my finger. I'm going to start on the second portion of my lid, still somewhat overlaying with our glitter, however. And then I'm going to dip into Dismal and get some black on my finger, and bam, use that on my outer eye. I just want to take whatever's left on my pencil brush here and just make sure that our crease is as dark as it could be. Some of my gold got up there from prematurely opening my eye when it was still wet, so I'm just going to go over it and make sure that it's dark enough. Alright, so now that we have our color scheme down, I'm going to take a wet wipe and just go under my lid, clean up my edge. Again, this sealer is the bomb. After dipping my brush into the sealer and then dipping it into the glitter, I had very little fallout of the glitter. The glitter really clung to the product, and then while I was applying it, it clung to the product as well. When I say product, I mean the sealer. So that's pretty dope. All right, now I can go ahead with my concealer. I'm going to use MAC's Studio Finish. Put that on my finger and just spread it out. I am going to set my concealer with a translucent powder, just a clear sealing powder. And now I can go ahead and line my eye with my favorite, my Wet n Wild gel liner. And I want to make as thin a line as possible, just so I don't take away from the glitter. If I make a line too thick, because the glitter is only on my lid, you won't be able to see it. It'll cover up, the liner will cover up my entire lid, and then I think it just takes away from the beauty of the sparkle. All right, and now for this gorgeous blue that we have under the lid that I see myself using all of the time. How freaking rad is it that they named a color this cool? Elton John. Do you love it? I love it. Benny and Jets. All right, and there it is in the jar. I'm going to take a synthetic brush that is a little bit thicker than that. And because I'm covering a wider area down here. So I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to dip this brush into my sealer, wipe it off on the edges, and acting quickly, I'm going to dip into our glitter, just get off the excess by tapping it, and look at that. I honestly can't say enough good things about this. No fallout. Amazing. All right, and I'm going to take my Wet n Wild gel liner and line my waterline. Okay, and you have to be careful also because this stuff is clear, you don't want it getting cloudy, and if you're using multiple eyeshadows or glitters in one sitting, just make sure that you wipe your brush off on something before you dip it back into that sealer. Okay, and just because now I'm beyond excited and glitter happy, I'm going to do something that I didn't even plan on doing. Just so you could see, I got 3 colors, and quite frankly, I'm sure that they were selling these at a discounted rate, just like they do everything at IMATS. So I'm not sure exactly what these little jars retail for online. I'll look it up and I'll put a little blurb in here for you. But I got 3 eyeshadows and the large sealer for 30 bucks, which was the freaking steal of a century. And the jar is gonna, the sealer is gonna last me forever. And these glitters are gonna last me forever. So 30 bucks was like chump change in the grand scheme of things. Oh my God. I didn't even look at the names of all of these that I bought. Okay, so the gold was Vegas. The blue was Elton John. And this is what the casing looks like when you purchase it. It's just a little plastic case. I'm going to open this one up. This one is called, dun dun dun, Cher. I love that. Hey Lit, I love your names. Awesome. All right, so again, I wasn't planning on doing this, but I'm just going to take a tiny little brush. This is like a nail tech brush, and I'm dipping that into the primer. And I just want you guys to be able to see how you can get a thin line going. So I'm just gonna go like that. That is too freaking pretty. And you see how thin that line is? I mean, you could do so much. And there you go, just a tiny little detail. Okay, now I'm going to put on my eyelash and I will be right back. And my lash is on, so I'm going to move on to my contour. I'm going to use Blunt, which is a blush from MAC, and going in the hollow of my cheek. Just faintly rubbing that in. All right, and using a gorgeous blush from GIELLA, I'm going to take Smitten Kitten. Put that all on the balls of my cheeks. All right, and taking a stippling brush that I got from IMATS for super cheap, like $5 or something. Ridiculous. I'm going to take everybody's favorite product, I Am Glam. All right, got some on there, so I'm just going to buff that into my cheekbone. And it gives us that shine that we love. All right, and I'm going to throw on some mascara. And you guys know I'm kind of stuck on GIELLA's Pout these days. It's just like my favorite color. It's a nude. I have a lot going on up here, so I want to make sure that down here isn't so drastic. There it is. All right, guys, so there it is, your completed look. Just so I can get in. And I think the bottom line of this tutorial is I love lit glitter. Goes on beautifully. We'll have to see how it lasts, but if my hand is any sign, I think we got a good thing going here. So as usual, you can always go to BeatFaceHoney.com for a detailed list of the products that I've used. Also, I will put a link in there to where you can learn about and purchase Lit Cosmetics. Don't forget to check out my iMats review video. And I hope that we're friends on Twitter. I hope we're friends on Facebook. And I hope that you guys are checking out my second channel, I'm Not My Makeup, About My Life. And there's a video right now about my iMats experience that I hope you guys will go check out. So as always, I thank you so much, and I'll see you right back here at BeatFaceHoney.com. Bye.